FYI, Jamie, the bus stop has moved. The Christmas market has taken over the road that the bus normally goes to, so when you leave work today, go to the right bus stop, alright mate? Heading into the office today, it's good because we've still got no heating at home, so looking forward to be warm. I haven't been able to call myself warm for nearly 2 days now, so thankfully it looks like Laura is getting someone in tomorrow to look at the boiler. Just trying to figure out a time so that we know who's working from home tomorrow, because if it's like morning or afternoon, like late, either way, she works from home, otherwise it's me. Otherwise my focus for today and like the next coming couple of weeks is to slowly, very slowly accelerate. We're going to start ramping up and deprioritising things that we don't think are important and try not to stress and sweat the small stuff and try and reach a certain level of productivity up until the point where I will start naturally wanting to drop into my own sleeping cycle, you know? Key for me is going to be no stress, managing my to-do list, not just adding things to it and not doing them, managing it. So that's what I need to do. Otherwise I've got a lot of meetings today. Whew, you notice I'm wearing my big fluffy coat. It's not actually that cold. Well, no, it is quite cold. It's actually only because it's raining today that I'm wearing this, not because of any other reason. But fuck, it's cold these days. Oh, get me in that warm office. I went out in the rain today in that coat at lunchtime, very briefly, because I was then, while I was out, called back in because they'd just finished an interview with someone and they wanted me to like say hello to them but not interview them. So that was fun. And I'm like bucking it from one side of town to the other. But freaking coat, man, that's waterproof, my boy. Though I've consistently held the belief that all coats are waterproof. My other coat is waterproof. It may not say it's waterproof, but I don't get wet. The coat gets wet. I'm dry. And that's the point. But that coat is officially properly waterproof. You can probably see like the water is like beading on it. Oh, great. But I headed on out to get some fucking lip balm. I just went upstairs to go get the camera and now the camera battery's going on me, for fuck's sake. The entirety of Cornwall I didn't have lip balm. Found it. They just don't seem to sell that in Boots or any supermarket. They only seem to sell it in Superdrug. So if you want it, it's great, go get it. Otherwise today was catching up with things in the office that I couldn't catch up with out of the office yesterday. I'm currently trying to figure out how to leverage some of the resources that we've just got. I did 2 other interviews, apart from that one in the middle didn't count. 2 other interviews for testers, which is always interesting because I'm a developer and I am used to interviewing developers. But I think I did alright. So all's good there. And just otherwise general stuff. There's like a lot of things that have kind of half progressed while I've been away. And just being like, so hang on, there's 3 people here that seem to be saying the same thing, but you guys don't think you are. What is happening? And that kind of stuff. So it was alright. It was an alright day. Didn't get a whole lot done myself. Oh, and I was helping some people set their computers up, so it goes well. On the way home, I rung my boy who's coming back tomorrow. This is the guy who's just been off on paternity leave. I'm like thankful to have him back. I've been flying the ship solo for a little bit, and I'm like glad to get a bit of your boy time. And I was giving him the lowdown, like, so just so you know, here's what's going down. And that phone conversation lasted about 2 hours. So that was cool. Laura comes back, puts the log burner on, which we brought the towels in here because the towels aren't drying. Hopefully the boiler is going to be fixed tomorrow. Touch wood, touch wood, touch wood. I say tomorrow, today. Touch wood, touch wood, touch wood. So it's gone midnight. So words. What was I saying? Yeah, she came home and she like put the boiler on and I was cooking dinner because she's got work to do. She starts doing her work and then I finished the phone call and I'm really sorry about that, blah. That took a long time. But getting the log burner on while Laura was working in here, and we'd spent our evening in here until Laura went to bed and I've just been playing some Xbox. Under duvet in the living room. But yeah, Laura was like, we're not living like hobos, we're putting the log burner on. Logs aren't that expensive. Hopefully it's temporary. What else? there was something else I wanted to say. Otherwise, I got 4 deliveries sent today, 2 of which I got and 2 I didn't get. And the annoying thing is, it says like rearrange your delivery. So I'm like, Laura's going to be in a bit tomorrow for the boiler, so I can do tomorrow. And then they're like, right, okay, we'll tell you your delivery slot. Well, I'm not free all day. Give me a fucking time slot, or let me pick it up at your shitting depot, which is not far from now. I don't understand why we have to go through this rigmarole of trying to find a day where I'm available that can't be a weekend. Piss me right off. I'm guaranteed it will come basically just after Laura leaves to go back to work, after the boiler's been sorted. So there's that one. That's annoying. But the other 2, one of them came through the door, and then one of them was quite late with an Amazon order. But yeah, that's like, what are the other 2? The other 2 are DPD deliveries, so they're going to be it's going to be parts to my computer. I don't know what they are though, particularly. Might be RAM, it might be the processor itself. Exciting? Yeah, they're chilled out day. Not much acceleration, but it's because of that really long phone call. Basically meant that it was like 9:30 by the time I'd finished doing like all the washing up and whatnot, so that Laura can do work. And I was like, just watch the tail end of Amberslab, and then like, just play some Xbox, because I'm not in the zone. So. New boiler man is currently with Laura in the house. Hopefully it's fixable. Today there's going to be some big important meetings, as per usual. Telephone interviews, or in person. I'm not actually sure. It's the fun stuff that we're kicking about at the moment. So that should be good. Also, your boy is back. That's going to be fun. So with no heating on at the moment at home, we are like both sleeping in like a proper winter warm pyjamas. You know, I often don't even wear pyjamas, to be honest with you, but I am, and I'm also wearing socks because it's cold as fuck. Right, so Laura goes to bed before me. We've got 1 hot water bottle. By we, I mean I've got a hot water bottle. Laura doesn't, technically. So she takes my hot water bottle to bed, and then when I come to bed, I'm really cold. So I don't want to just like cuddle up to warmth because I'm freezing. So I'm trying to like wrestle the hot water bottle off. I reach my little arm over, get a little grab on the hot water bottle, hold it, slight pull, and it's like fights me for it. The only reason I got it is basically because she gripped it so tight that when I pulled it, I rolled her over and then was able to like slip it up and out from a vice-like grip. Yes, the boiler's working! Right, you look at this room here. This is my dining room. With some of the lights off, I've got this door on here. Now, obviously you're in video mode, so this is how much you can see, but my phone just got updated with the new Google Night Sight stuff, and that's the photo it can take. What the frick? That's basically better than I can see it with my eyes. That is insane. This is me standing in that same corner. This is how dark it is, and that is the photo that it just took. The box that beaten up doesn't bode well, does it? Otherwise, I'm in a bit of an annoyed state right now. So I've just had this parcel's been delivered. I've got 2 things being delivered to me from DPD. One seems to be DPD local, and one seems to be DPD. Right? So, they both came yesterday. One of them, the DPD local one, I think, let me find out what this is. That wasn't entirely what I was expecting, but, so, processor, which, right, okay, let's hope that's alright after that delivery, and then this, which I believe is a hard drive. Yeah, it looks hard drivey. Fucking Haribo. So that's one of the deliveries. Is that both? So anyway, I come home today, I'm on the phone to someone at work. I'm on the phone, come in. They've left me another slip. The local one has left me another slip. Now yesterday, they were like, text me, number, I might be in the area. There is like no other information on this at all, apart from just a number. Right? Came today, and this says, 2nd attempt, please arrange a time when you're in. Now that would be fucking great, wouldn't it? If I could pick a weekend, or if I could pick a time slot. I can't do either of those things. Laura was in for part of today because of the boiler, so she was in at some point today, and the time slot I was in for half of that fucking time slot because I left early to do it. What do you want from me? Why don't you use this slip for something that is useful, like putting on some fucking details so that I can track what bloody package this is, so I don't know what it is. This one, the normal non-local one with useful information on it, I've just been delivered to me now. So that one's fine, I've got that one delivered. DVD local are probably going to come back fucking tomorrow for no reason. Why can't I pick it up at the depot? Just save yourself and your van some petrol, I'll drive to you, alright? Don't fucking worry about it, my boy. And don't write sarky messages on your fucking delivery notice if you can't bloody... Don't write me a sarky note if you're literally going to write over the boxes where you're supposed to give me useful information in order to write that sarky note. So this one I haven't missed. This was the one that I was getting emails about. These two were completely blind to me. I don't know what the fuck the package is. I don't know what time slot they gave me. No one's contacted me about this shit. I don't know I literally have no idea what's in that package. Since this is the processor and the hard drive, I'm imagining it can only really be the graphics card. The case is coming from Amazon, so it's got to be the graphics card and whatever else I bought from that company. I don't bloody well know, but also, fucking asking me, dickhead. So I'm going to go and pick that up on Friday. Alright, turns out that you can get from the depot, that you can't. Problem solved. And then otherwise I'm on a roll, so I am going to call my next favourite company. I can't believe how battered that package is as well, considering what was in it, but I'm not yet very good at the working in the evening bits. I feel like I'm holding my own at work. It gets a bit stressful sometimes. I'm holding my own, I'm doing well. I think I got so close to like literally the edge of breaking down. I do it's tempting to just kind of try and throw myself back into everything immediately, and I think that's a surefire way to quickly burn out again. So I'm trying to encourage myself to kind of relax and slowly kind of like as an extended holiday, start ramping really slowly, just picking up stuff and trying to cut back on things that I don't need to do at the moment, and really focus on what's important right now. That actually isn't work and isn't progress outside of work. And that feels weird for me to say, but I think it is. And it's working out alright for me. So, but I'm trying to stay up late, trying to get my brain back into sleeping less, but naturally and less stressfully. Seems a bit silly. It's a bit silly jumping into the sleeping cycle now, this side of Christmas. But you never know. We might dabble. Anyway, battery is being a pain in the ass, and I don't want to wake up Laura. My lord, that is one hell of a storm. Good grief. The storm was so bad. There's this poor guy with a wheelchair. He's trying to roll himself forward, and I had to help him because he's just getting literally blown back. A load of other people, obviously, I'm more or less an hour ahead of myself at the moment. But so many people were just walking past him, and I was like, this poor guy. This is a pretty open train station, and it's nice and dry. I'm putting that out there right now. That's why I've got my thick coat on. You can hear the wind whistling through it. It's insane. I don't know where the wind's coming from. Sorry. I was walking along, and this poor guy in a wheelchair is he's trying to get over the river, and he pushes forward a little bit, and then gets blown and turned around because the wind is that fucking windy. And yeah, a load of commuters are just gotta get my train. And I'm on track to be at least half an hour early, even with a couple of delays. So I had time, but poor guy. Looked out on a early train that was running late. So I've managed to get to Bristol a lot earlier than I was expecting to. And I love watching people just rush for trains. I just find it so interesting. I think I said why I was training in this morning. I'm heading to another one of those developer meetup things. It's about the CLR, I believe, and/or understanding just-in-time compilation. One of those two things. I also need to pick up some post. So that's why I trained and didn't drive. But yeah, and also I could have bussed from more or less where I live to Bath, but then I'd have to bus. It worked out cheaper. It takes slightly longer to bus into town and train to Bath, but it's cheaper than busing from where I am to Bath to training to here to bus back. So I did that instead, the time difference wasn't that big. I'm thinking pick up my post. Yeah, I'm gonna go pick up my post, and then I am probably gonna go get a hot chocolate to treat myself. Normally I go to this thing with someone from work, but he's just had a baby, so he's not interested. So normally we go for cocktails beforehand, just for bants, you know. But I'm gonna go on my own now, innit? And that's that. One thing going for cocktails is a pair. It's less cool going for cocktails on your own, I reckon. So hot chocolate will do the trick. Assuming it's still open. It'll be open now. It's not even 6 yet. Of course it will be. That was an important businessy piece of paperwork I should have picked up a couple of days while I was on holiday, basically. But gotta sort that shit out. Limited time spans and all that crap. Gonna have to try and make an effort to get down to these Christmas market this weekend. I think that bus just crashed into that car. Whoops. But yeah, so tomorrow I've got to pick up a package, but that is computer parts kind of package. And I'll do that with the car. And yeah, this weekend I'm gonna spend some time in Bath on Sunday, some time in Bristol Saturday. It's my plan. Oh my gosh, I think I'm going to bed early tonight. It's been a long ass day, and I've had 2 pretty late nights as well, to be fair. Oh my days. It's actually not been that bad. Actually, we did like planning and stuff today. We felt like we made some progress, which is nice. We've started a new sprint, which is cool. I'm all about that kind of stuff. And then, so I went to that meeting. That meeting was pretty interesting. It was about the CLR, and it was a guy showing us like how you can basically read an exe file or DLLs, and then run them in a different runtime than the .NET one, if you wanted to. Basically, build your own runtime as the maker of .NET Anywhere, which is pretty dope. It was actually really interesting. It was really like complicated and hardly not useful at all, but really interesting. And he said that as well. So yeah, and then I bust back. I've done lots of reading today, and I think that's probably what's making me feel tired. So I've been reading my book. I got into it a bit more than I was expecting. So yeah, I was like, it's this book about like personality traits and like defense patterns and shit like that. And I started reading it originally, and I'm like, this is all a bit bollocks. I don't really like it that much. This is all about like how energy flows through your body and all that shit. But when you get past all of that stuff, it makes a lot of sense. There every now and again it diverges back into the energy world, and you're like, yeah, hocus pocus, magic, 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 science. Anyway, so I mean it is a very science-based book, but let's not talk about spirit being grounded in the real world. What are you chatting? Chatting shit, mate. Sweet chat. I'm going to end my video here, ladies and gentlemen. It's Thursday today, so we've got Friday tomorrow. I think we've got more interviews, we've got some more meetings tomorrow, but hopefully we can still make progress. And I've got a package to pick up tomorrow. I've got a package to pick up Saturday. I think by then I should have all the parts to build my computer. So maybe I'll do that in my next video. You'll have to come back and find out, won't you, bye boy?